Hello everyone, welcome all. I am Zinkal Patel from Rafael BCA College. Now, today we are going towards a new unit in our syllabus. Now, that unit is unit number 2, the layering models and data communication. Now, in that, our first topic is Introduction to OSI model with all layer, that is topic number 2.1. Now, an ISO standard cover all aspect of network communication is the Open System Interconnection Model, that is OSI model. And OSI model was first introduced in the 1970. An open system is a set of protocol. So we can say that using this protocol set, any system can communicate in network. The purpose of OSI model is to show how to facilitate communication between different systems without requiring changes to the logic of the hardware and software. And actually, OSI model is for understanding and designing a network architecture that is flexible, robust and interoperable, right? Now here we can see in diagram that the OSI model is a layered framework for the design of network system that allow communication between all type of computer system. Now, as shown in diagram, the OSI model is composed of 7 ordered layer. In that, first layer is called as physical layer, that is layer 1. Second layer is called as data link layer. Third layer is called as network layer. Fourth layer is called as transport layer. Fifth layer is called as session layer. Sixth layer is called as presentation layer, and seventh layer is called as application layer. Now, as shown in diagram, the layer involved when a message is sent from device A to device B. Like here is a one device A and device B. Now if device A send a message to device B, then that message travel from these all layer, then the physical communication through that message can travel to device B, right? So as the message travel from A to B, it may pass through many intermediate node, and these intermediate node usually involve only first 3 layer of OSI model, and that first 3 model is physical layer, data link layer and network layer. So within a single machine, each layer calls upon the service of the layer just below it. Here, for example, layer 3, that is network layer, use the services provided by layer 2, that is data link layer, and layer 3 also provides service for layer 4, that is transport layer, right? Now at the machine A, the entire package is converted to a form that can be transmitted to the receiving devices, right? Now you all know what is packet. So if device A want to send a message, then at the machine A, entire package is converted to a form that can be transmitted to the receiving devices. Now at the receiving machine, the message is unwrapped layer by layer, with each process receiving and removing the data meant for it. Like layer 1 से layer 7 तक जाके जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन है वो अनरैप होगी, ठीक है, एंड में जो मैसेज है वो डिवाइस बी तक पहुंचेगा. फॉर एग्जांपल layer 2, that is data link layer, remove the data meant for it, then pass the rest of the packet to layer 3. Then layer 3, that is network layer, remove the data meant for it and pass the rest to the layer 4, that is transport layer, and so on, right? Now, these 7 layers can be thought of as belonging to 3 groups. First group is include layer 1, layer 2 and layer 3. That is physical layer, data link layer and network layers. So these layers are the network support layer, and they deal with the physical aspect of moving data from one device to another device. Now, layer 5, 6 and 7, that is session layer, presentation layer and application layer, can be as the user support layer. And now the middle layer, that is layer 4, transport layer, link the two subgroup and ensure that what the lower layer have transmitted is informed that the upper layers can be used, right? Now the upper layers of OSI models are almost implemented in software. Lower layers are combination of hardware and software except for the physical layer, which is mostly hardware. Now this diagram gives an overall view of the OSI layer, like D7 means the data unit at layer 7. Now D6 means data unit at layer 6. Now and so on, right? The process start at the layer 7, that is application layer, then moves from layer to layer in the descending sequential order. At each layer the possible header, this one at 7, at 6, right? The possible header and trailer can be added to the data unit, right? And commonly the trailer is added only at the layer 2, that is data link layer. Then it change into electromagnetic signal and transmitted along a physical link, right? Now upon reaching its destination, the signal passes into layer 1 and it is transformed back into digital form, right? So here, as you all know, that signals are transmitted in electromagnetic form, not in digital form, right? So electromagnetic signals are converted into digital form at this physical layer. Now the data unit then move back up through the OSI layer. As each block of data reach the next higher layer, the header and trailer attached to it at the corresponding sending layers are removed, and at the end, by the time it reached to layer 7, the message is again in a form appropriate to the application and it is available to that devices or destination PC, right? So this is the procedure in open system interconnection. Now in next video I am going to explain you the description and functionality of each and every layers, right? So first of we begins with physical layer in next video, right? Hope you understand this. नाउ आप वीडियो व्यूज़ नहीं कर रहे हो तो प्लीज़ स्टार्ट कर दो, बिकॉज ये यूनिट बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है, ठीक है. OSI मॉडल इज़ मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक इन नेटवर्क टेक्नोलॉजी. नाउ नेक्स्ट यूनिट में TCP/IP मॉडल आएगा, दैट इज़ बेस्ड ऑन OSI मॉडल. सो यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर दिस OSI मॉडल फॉर यूनिवर्सिटी एग्जामिनेशन. क्लियर? थैंक यू.